There you have it.
The bottom.
Yeah?
Right here.
That cable?
Really long.
Mhm.
It's this thing here.
Mhm.
This thing.
Yeah. Good. G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matt, and today I'm just going through a bit of an update, I suppose. I haven't made a video lately, so I thought I'd explain what's been happening and yeah, sort of introduce this this beast. So stick around. Alright, so working on a couple of things here, but just wanted to introduce, finally done some work to this car. I don't know if I've explained the story yet, but this was my first project car. My wife and I bought this together during COVID, when it first started, the first lockdown that happened, you know, sort of start of 2020, and it was a car for me to just muck around with and not really care if it worked or not. And that's how it all started for me. That's how Volkswagen started. That's how I met some people through the Volkswagen community in Australia who are really willing to help, and that's part of the reason why I started making some of these videos. If you've noticed, most of my videos are sort of how you know, fixing things, because that's what I like to do, and that's, you know, what I like to do to give back to the community. That sort of helped. But this is the first car. This is the first GTI. The story with this was bog stock when I first got it. No mods, missing a front lip, standard wheels, standard shocks, standard springs, no roof racks, no weather shields, no wheels, no spoiler, no rear lip. Let me just turn on the lights here. Zoom out a bit. And it had cloth seats and just standard interior all round. So I've since learned how to do a few things on here. It was the first car that I had to change the clutch on. I had no idea what I was doing. So I was, you know, asking around the group and asking all these dumb questions, and of course you get all the smart asses that have been around for a while, you know, telling you to go and search the forum or do a search on Google or search on Facebook. It's been done before. Not very helpful, but a couple of guys did reach out and did mention that, you know, hey, can help you with your clutch, just buy the clutch. And sort of I did some research myself to buy the one that I wanted. So this is the tried, true and tested for like 20 odd years. It's got a VR6 clutch kit with the G60 flywheel. It's not lightened, and through fixing the clutch, when I say fixing the clutch, a bloke named Mike came around to give me a hand. He pretty much showed me how to drop everything around the side, drop the clutch or drop the transmission down to the ground or on your body, and then roll it off the ground. So he helped me with that. But along the way, I broke the clutch master, so I had to replace that. So in you get underneath the steering wheel, swap it out to a brand new clutch master. Oh, what happened? Along with that, the clutch slave gave out too, because I stepped on the clutch while the transmission was out, so it exploded everywhere. So I had to get a new one of that as well. Bleeding, whole new world of pain. Don't even bother bleeding with your hand, just get a pressure bleeder, get it done properly. So it's got pretty much brand new clutch system in there. It didn't have a busted turbo, but I noticed that it started to get a dentist drill sound from the turbo, so you can really hear high pitch. It wasn't the normal turbo spooling sound, it sounded like a dentist drill. So removed the turbo myself and noticed that one of the fins were just not snapped but cracked on the side. So reached out to everyone after doing some research. Again, managed to obtain a K03S from some bloke in Sydney. Reckons it was good. It got shipped to me and it came out good, so thanks to that person in Sydney. Can't remember your name, but it was 2020, a long time ago. So I had that replaced and I needed a tune, and this is where, you know, things started getting messy for me, and this is the reason why I started releasing videos of how to flash your ECU flash tune, especially for the AGU motors, ECUs in Australia. It had the drive by cable M3.8.3. No one wanted to do anything or wanted to help out or wanted to even say anything. Everyone just sort of said, oh yeah, you need a tune if you want to upgrade your turbo, but oh, I don't know where to get a tune, you know, all the rest of it. So did my own research again, and I found a bloke who had an ECU that was tuned already. Actually it was Mike's ECU, so got his along with the full exhaust. He had he crashed his GTI, which had a few mods on it, and one of which was the full exhaust system from Miltech. So installed that, beautiful, no issues. And I believe it's a 2.5 all the way through from the downpipe with the sports cat, mid muffler, rear muffler. It sounds perfect, not too loud, not too quiet. So turbo, downpipe, exhaust, intake. I had done my own intake mod. You don't need an oversized tip for the K03S. It's plenty on the stock, but I just changed that to silicone because the rubber original just disintegrated when I went to change the diverter valve, and I reckon part of the problem was a bit of the rubber went inside the intake and just bent the fins, and that's part of the problem. But I did do the Swiss cheese mod here, so underneath I just drilled all the holes just to allow the airbox to breathe a little bit more. Apparently it's good for 300 horsepower, just the original box. I don't know, but I drilled it out anyway and just left the box there just because I like it looking standard, along with the snorkel and all the rest of it. So it's getting more air. You might say it's getting air from the engine bay, so it's a little bit more hotter, but what you do there is you just get a front mount intercooler to cool it off at a more efficient rate. And the intercooler I chose to go with was a custom one. Again, I wanted to experiment, so the first time I did an intercooler, I grabbed a Ford Falcon XR6 Turbo. I think it's a BA, or even a Territory, I don't know, but it had a sort of S looking intercooler setup. So you mount it, the tube, the top bit has intercooler pipe running across and then down, and the bottom bit sort of starts there, and I've rounded that up so everything sort of feeds back to the original OEM piping. So the only thing is it's sort of the pipe really sits low. Oh, sorry, I have to cut the camera there, but just to continue on, the only thing is the piping sits a bit low. It's a nice and rainy day today, so Otherwise, you've got the lip there that covers the piping, so that's good. I did get aftermarket fog lights, which I love, and make sure that's in. Yeah, I've had to do some repairs because it did yeah, when I picked it up there was some small crack damage there, so, and none of the fog lights worked for whatever reason, so either the bulbs needed new bulbs or what have you. So I've since completely fixed the wiring, so changing the bulbs as well, so now they should be working. So effectively I've got two fog lights now, the one in the housing and the one down below the bar. The headlights, Spec D, I got them on recently from a friend. Shout out to Kev for selling it to me. The set that I had sold to him, you know, a few years ago, so lovely fella. It's got some Mark 7 Golf R looking type wheels. I think they're reps. Yeah, they're not too bad, but they're not my style. So I'll run them anyway because I don't have any other wheels to run. Along with the John lip, the side skirts, the 25th anniversary, rear bar is, I'm going to say, it's not, I don't know if it's 21st anniversary or not, but it's certainly aftermarket. R32 rear spoiler. The interior I totally revamped. Oh. Drinks out of the way. It came with cloth seats. I took some leather seats from another Golf and did an interior swap. So I was going for the more sort of like a cruiser type, luxury type. So sporty and luxury, that's my idea of the Euro. If you want outright sport, just jump into a JDM. VW roof racks. But yeah, this was the original project car, the first one that I came across. So very happy that I have a chance to pick it up again. Of course, shout out to the older owner for letting me know about his accident, and that's when I went online to look at all the options to make sure that I give myself every chance to get this back. And I know all the history about it, so you know, it's got a new clutch, K03 Turbo, as I mentioned. Everything's pretty much refreshed in the car. But yeah, I'll keep it and drive it for a bit, and then I'll perhaps list it up for sale for someone else to enjoy the car. So well, I've just finished getting the car back on the road. It's registered again, road legal, so I can now enjoy the car and drive it around. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe, thumbs up. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.